Beoplay by Bang & Olufsen has a new entry-level model in its expanding line of premium Bluetooth wireless headphones. At $300, I wouldn't call the Beoplay H4 a bargain, both in terms of design and performance. For a full-size headphone, it's fairly light, weighing in at 8.32 ounces. The ear cups swivel and fold flat, so the headphone doesn't fold up or come with any sort of carrying case, which is a bit of a disappointment considering the $300 price tag. Unlike the step-up Beoplay H7, which features touch controls, the H4's integrated 3-button remote is located on the right, is decent at 19 hours at moderate volume levels. As I said, I was impressed by the sound. This is a dynamic headphone with a lot of energy in the bass, good detail and clarity for a Bluetooth headphone anyway, and natural mids. I didn't notice a significant difference listening to it in wired mode with the included cord plugged in. This headphone is compatible with the Beoplay app for Android, iPhone, and Apple Watch. The app allows you to personalize your listening experience with preset sound profiles and other sound tweaks, as well as receive software updates over the air. While it's missing some features such as active noise cancellation and that aforementioned carrying case, the Beoplay H4 is nicely designed, performs well, and fits comfortably. It should be in the conversation if you're considering a full-size Bluetooth headphone for around $300. I'm David Carney for CNET.com.
Wireless Bluetooth headphone. This is Bang & Olufsen's Beoplay H7, which carries a Lisp. It's a swanky headphone, there's no doubt about that. Its headband is crafted out of anodized aluminum, and the plush memory foam ear cups are covered with lambskin leather. B&O makes an on-ear wireless model, the H8, which adds active noise canceling, a feature this model leaves off. However, it does have similar touch controls to the H8. They're on the ear cup, and they allow you to advance tracks forward and back with a swipe, as well as adjust volume and answer calls. I like the sound of the headphone. It's overall well balanced with tight bass and good clarity, and is pretty open for a closed back headphone. The only issue I detected was a little peak in the high end that created some sibilance at certain frequencies. There's just a little too much sizzle from the hi-hat cymbals in some tracks, but apart from that, it's an excellent wireless headphone. It's very comfortable and offers good battery life at around 20 hours. It can also be used as a wired headphone with the included cord. Check.
Hey YouTube, thought I'd do a review of the Shure SE535s today. I won't do an unboxing because others have done that, and you can see what the box comes with. I'll just talk about the sound quality today. And just in terms of reference, to let you know where I'm coming from, I'm coming from a pair of Sony 888s. Now, back in the 90s and early 2000s, these were the earphones to get. They're still very good. I've had these for over 10 years, and you can see that they've just, they fell apart, which is okay because I've gotten very good use out of them over 10 years, basically. But they fell apart, and I had to replace them eventually. I also have a pair of ESW10s from Audio-Technica. These are the, I guess the Japanese version with the wooden back. They don't sell these in the US, but I was able to import it. These are very good portable over-the-air type of headphones. I won't talk about them too much today, but this gives you an idea of where I'm coming from when I talk about sound quality of the 535s. So the ESW10s and the MDR-FE 888s from Sony. I don't think they make these anymore, but which is too bad. They're very good earphones back in the day. But for today, really what I want to talk about is the 535s. I've had these for about a week, and I just have to say they're incredible in terms of sound quality. Now, so let me start off with the bass response. The bass response for in-ear monitors or headphones or earphones is just incredible. And a lot of it has to do with the drivers themselves. So there's 3 drivers in here. There's one that's a tweeter for the high frequency sounds. But there's also 2 other drivers for the I guess lower frequency sounds. Now I'm not sure where the cutoff is or whether each one of those drivers has a different cutoff or frequency range that it responds to. But nevertheless, because of the driver design and because of the way the earpieces fit into your ear, the bass response is very good for in-ear monitors. Now, the sound stage is incredible as well. You can hear sounds that you could not have heard before. Now, the sound stage for this is even better than my ESW10s. Now, these are very good to begin with, but they're not really meant for, I guess, reference or audio monitoring type of tasks, whereas these are more, they're meant for music, but at the same time, they're very good in-ear monitors. So if you're mastering music or anything, you need that level of detail in terms of your listening experience. Now, just to let you know what my music playback device, it's a Sony X-Series Walkman. Now, I don't think they sell these anymore, which is too bad, because this is probably, in terms of sound quality, it's probably one of the best portable music players on the market. All my music is, in this case, it's lossless, it's WAV files, 16-bit, 44 kilohertz. And when I paired this up with the Shure SE535s, the music experience is just amazing. So lossless audio, it's got a digital amplifier, and the 535s, that's an incredible setup. The only drawback that I've noticed up to date is that when I plug this in and I'm not listening to any music, there's a background hiss that I don't get with my 888s or the ESW10s. Now, I'm not sure where that's coming from. I'm not sure if that's because the cable is of poor quality, or I'm pretty sure it's not the music player, because I'm not getting that background hiss with any of my other headphones. So that's the only real issue I have, and that's only when you're not listening to any music, basically, which, isn't the point of earphones, obviously. And so when you do start listening to music, the music basically drowns out that background hiss, so it's not an issue at all. So that's my only issue with it so far. So there's a slight background hiss when you're not listening to music. And so that's about it. I don't know too much about audio, so I can't really say too much other than these are just freaking amazing. So thumbs up.
The Monoprice Monolith line of premium home theater equipment brings affordability to the home theater audiophile. The Monolith M1060 planar headphone is the perfect way to experience your music collection. It features a 106mm planar driver technology that produces a detailed aural landscape and resolves all the sonic detail from the best recordings. Planar magnetic drivers produce sounds that have lower distortion, better bass, and pinpoint imaging not usually found on typical headphone drivers. The open back design provides a holographic listening experience not found on traditional headphones. Sound appears as if you're in the middle of a live performance. Enjoy extended listening sessions with large, comfy earpads and a padded headband. Spectacular imaging, low distortion, and perfectly balanced sound make the Monolith M1060 a true audiophile listening experience.
Welcome to my review of the Bowers & Wilkins P7 wireless headphones. These are Bluetooth headphones with aptX technology, which means that you get a really good quality connection between this and the device you're listening to music on. I've been testing these with a variety of devices. I'll talk to you about those very shortly. But first of all, let's take a look at what we get inside the box. Now, we do get this really nice carry pouch. I think this is somewhat over-designed, actually, because it just feels so luxurious. But just look at this. Love the design in this. One of the best cases I've seen for a long, long time. And inside here, we've got a couple of cables. We've got a 3.5mm to 3.5mm audio jack for if you want to use them in a sort of connected form, i.e. not wireless. And then we've also got a USB charging cable and some instructions. So this is really nice for carrying the headphones around. And then the headphones themselves are really a joy. They are so nicely designed. And again, very, very luxurious looking. Now, this is in their folded position. and you can see the headband here, just really high quality materials used, and such a supple headband, nice amount of padding. And then of course these fold out to give you the sort of full size headphones. Now the ear cups rotate on all axes, so you get a really comfortable fit. I love this sweeping design on the arms. This is all metal, of course. I just love the way it crosses over into the ear cup here. And of course we've got some Bowers & Wilkins branding on the side of each of the ear pads. Now the padding used is very, very good again. Just so nice. And I've used these for prolonged periods of time and had no fatigue at all. They're just super comfortable. Let me give you a close-up of that. Very, very nice indeed. And again, let me give you a close-up of this. This is just such a nice design, these sweeping lines coming round. Of course, these do extend in and out, so you can actually adjust them. No ratchet mechanism, just a very, very smooth, gliding action. Just superb. And then even the attention to detail here, we've got these polished beveled edges and then some brushing on the actual outer side of the ear cup. Very, very good indeed. Now we have got some controls on one of these. These are for track controls, etc. Also a microphone. We've also got the on-off switch and the charging port. And then of course we've got the 3.5mm audio connection on one of the ear cups as well. With regards to actual audio quality, I don't think you'll be disappointed at all. Now I mentioned I've been testing these with a variety of different devices. One of them is in fact my iPhone 7 Plus. I've been using this to listen to music. And I've also been testing this with the Sony NW-A35. This is the latest sort of little digital high-res Walkman from Sony. And both of these have worked extremely well. I've been very, very impressed with how the audio sounded with both a wireless and a wired connection. But I think where these really excel is in the fact that we've got this aptX technology, a really solid wireless connection between the headphones and the device you're listening on. And the sound quality is quite simply superb. You've got so much detail and no degradation in quality. I couldn't tell the difference between using these wired or wireless at all. I was very, very impressed. The mid-tone sounds so natural, and the bass that these deliver is so convincing and so well controlled that you will really be impressed. These are the Bowers & Wilkins P7 wireless. These are some of the best headphones that I've experienced in many years. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do hit that like button. I'll leave a link to this product down in the video description. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in another video very soon.